Hello everybody and welcome to Staley basketball. Here we've got another exciting matchup between the Father Tolton Trailblazers out of Columbia, Missouri. They're 8-6 on the season, but more importantly they're 1-3 away. And they'll be taking on the Staley Falcons at home, who have a record of 9-4 and a home record of 2-1, and they're not going to make it easy for the Father Tolton Trailblazers today. I'm Cooper Unruh. My partner Andrew Scott will not be alongside me today, so I'll be calling the shots from the floor too. And the Falcons will prepare to tip off and get this game started. And there's a lot of pent-up excitement here today as we're playing the sport inside, shielding against these chilly Midwest temperatures here. And the Falcons will win the tip-off. Travion Moore takes up court. He'll pass to Xavier Wilson in the paint, and he's looking for something. He'll post him up, and there's an easy two for Xavier Wilson inside. We're going to see a lot of looks from him inside the paint today. Father Tolton Trailblazers looking to respond with a point of their own. And the pass will be thrown out of bounds by Aaron Rao, and the Falcons will get the ball back. Again, it's Travion Moore taking it up court, guarding against one-on-one. And here's Jackson Smith. Passes it back. Avian Webb takes a deep three, just off the mark. It's rebounded, though, by Jackson Smith, and he is fouled in the paint. Avian Webb looking to shoot that three, just off the mark right there. And the first one is no good for Jackson Smith, the sophomore. And he'll line up for his second shot. The second one is good. And the Falcons will pop up to 3 points. Father Tolton, here they come. Aaron Rowe looking for somebody. Steps back, and he cuts him up. Just off the mark on that layup, and it looks like the ball is rebounded by Jackson Smith. And I just did get confirmation that my partner Andrew Scott has just showed up in the building. It looks like it will not just be me tonight. Zay Wilson with the pass in. And it is good. Aaron Rose scores Father Tolton's first points of the night. And he will pass it back. He's looking for somebody. Jackson Smith in the corner. And beautiful lob by Xavier Wilson, getting it inside to Travion Moore, scoring another two for the Falcons. They'll take a 3-point lead here in the first period. And here comes Zay Wilson looking for somebody. He'll pass it back to Blake Pingleton. Father Tolton looking for somebody, trying to set up any kind of play they can. And here they come, and it'll be out. But they will maintain possession, still looking to score on this drive. And that will be Aaron Rowe, who the ball came out of. Blake Pingleton looking for somebody, takes a deep pass. And a mid-range jumper by Zay Wilson doesn't even hit the rim. And it'll be taken back by the Staley Falcons. Scoring another two, Falcons will maintain their lead up to 5. First game, and they will cut the lead with 5 minutes to go left in the period. He spins, looking for somebody. Bounce pass to Jackson Smith.
Hello, everyone. I have arrived.
Sophomore will be fouling. Shoot two. If he makes both, the Falcons will have a 4-point lead. First one is good. And we will have a substitution here for Father Tolton. Jackson Smith looks for a second. Second one is perfect.
Hello, everyone. Father Tolton now. Driving the ball down the court.
And they'll pass it back. He's looking for somebody.
Aaron Rowe gives it off to Willard. Zay Wilson. Rowe finds himself in trouble. It's back to Wilson. Driving hard against number 21, Travion Moore. He finds himself in danger. Has to get it back out. Darren Rowe. Trying to find a way around Stone now. Drives hard to the rack. And he's going to get a nice 2 points there.
And here comes Father Tolton showing some fight here. Easy bucket. Cutting down the lead to 2.
Jackson Smith now with the ball. Near the free throw line, gives it to Xavier Wilson, who hands it off. Avian Webb. Baseline near. That's going to sink it. Nice mid-range 2 jumper for him.
Avian Webb showing why he's on fire and that he's going to carry the Falcons on his back tonight.
Number 13 now. It's going to get stolen on the pass. Here comes Kennison Stone. He's going to give it to Xavier Wilson. Far side baseline. Avian Webb with a nasty pump fake. Hands it off to Jackson Smith for a nice assist. Easy put up for the sophomore.
And there's the big play sophomore right there. Getting him to bite on that pump fake. Beautiful. That sets up the play and an open Jackson Smith inside.
Blake, step back jumper is no good. Off the front rim. Long pass to Xavier Wilson. That's going to be from Kennison Stone. Off Father Tolton. Ball will be placed back in Staley's hands.
That was like a pass from the quarterback right there. Deep, long-range basketball pass. Just misses the hands of Xavier Wilson, and we will have a substitution for the Falcons.
I'd like to personally welcome everyone myself as I just got here to this fine, cool January evening as Avian Webb drives hard to the rack. Puts down 2 more. He's on fire so far.
Avian Webb, your leading scorer so far for the Falcons. He's been making big plays all night, and he's going to show what he can do a little bit more here in the first quarter.
Blake pinched him. Goes hard to the rim. Looks like he's going to draw the foul. Number 13, Pinchin, will be on the passing. Bullet passes out to Rowe. One's getting manned up by Kennison Stone. Gets the screen. Number 33 on the pick and roll. It is unsuccessful, but they do get the rebound. That's going to be Zay Wilson. He's going to take a contested three-point range shot. It's going to be no good. Avian Webb gets the ball now. 4-on-3. Here comes Webb making some nice moves, but it's a long pass to Travion Moore. He's open on the near baseline, and that's going to be sunk for a beautiful 3.
And so far, the Falcons have a commanding lead right here, leading 18-7 so far with 2.5 minutes left in the first period. They have a comfortable enough lead to start taking those shots from the corner. Now, we do have really great scorers on this team who are able to take those shots. That one wasn't contested at all. Easy Falcon 3 points.
Pretty much everyone on this squad is accustomed to shooting from range.
Father Tolton again, based out of Columbia, Missouri. If they lose tonight, it's going to be a long bus ride home.
Came a long way. They're hoping for a good bout tonight. Seem to have a pretty good squad lined up here to face our Staley Falcons.
And the plays that head coach Chris Neff has been calling up so far have been working. Dominating lead for the Falcons so far.
It's going to be Zay Wilson. Nice step back. Short range shot. It's going to be rebounded by Kennison Stone now. Finds the open man. Number 2, Jacoby Hicks. He's been subbed in after the timeout from Father Tolton. Risky pass. It's going to be off the hands of Travion Moore. He's going to give the ball right back to Father Tolton.
And the Falcons trying to capitalize right there. They're looking for those tight passes that'll set up those plays. Like we saw earlier with that pump fake, they're trying to set up any people they can, trying to penetrate from the interior and score easy baskets.
Rowe hands it off to Zay Wilson, who gives it to Blake Pinchton. He's going to give it off to the far side. Back to Rowe. Finds himself once again manned up. He's going to make some nice moves, take the open shot, and he's going to sink it.
Aaron Rowe right there with that little trickery, that step back 3.
Was not expecting that. So like neither was Travion Moore, who I believe was manned up on him. It was Kennison Stone, but Kennison Stone comes right back.
Oh, smooth recovery by Kennison Stone. Drops the pass, and he saw the lane. He didn't give it up. He didn't give the play up, and he scores an easy 2.
Cooper hands it off to Blake. Back to Aaron Rowe. Blake's going to take a long contested 3. Once again contested by Kennison Stone. But Blake Pinchton is going to nail that.
Father Tolton so far perfect from the 3-point mark.
Kennison Stone now gives it to Webb. He's got a pretty open shot here, and he's going to drain it. He is hitting on all cylinders tonight with these 3 so far, but quick as a lightning strike, Zay Wilson puts 2 more for Father Tolton. Caught Staley a little lacking there off the dynamic 3 from Avian Webb.
Here we have Zay Wilson over Xavier Wilson. 2 really big guys. That one just a few more inches off, and that one is either tipped or off the mark.
Avian Webb finds himself with the ball. Sneaking through. It's going to bounce off his hands. And it's going to be off Webb to give the ball back to Father Tolton. 23-15 is the score with 2.2 seconds left. They're going to need to get one up quick here. Lets it fly from half court. Ooh, just a little bit off target, but he had the range. That's going to end the first quarter. 22-15 is your score.
And now so far, we're seeing great basketball from both teams. Father Tolton has been draining them from the 3-point arc, and they're not letting up when it comes to that. But here comes Staley. They're finding ways to score inside, but then again, they do have those shooting options that are left open. As we can see from Avian Webb, who's been almost perfect all night, they're going to look for open people. They're not going to try to take anything contested here until their lead stretches just a little bit farther, which right now, that 8-point lead is looking pretty good right now. They're going to have to strategize what they want to do further on this game to keep it.
It's been a high-scoring night to start it off. Very sorry I missed the opening minute of it. But I'm glad I'm here now, calling it with Cooper.
We'll resume play here.
It's a great night to be inside. A little bit chilly out there. Very happy this is not an outdoor sport.
It's a whole different ball game in here.
Staley is going to start with the ball here in the second quarter. Father Tolton looking to keep a little bit of momentum here as they were able to find a little bit of success towards the end. Staley still with a pretty demanding lead here.
With possession right now, they're going to try to just put a little bit more on it. Best they can do is a 10-point lead if they score here.
Avian Webb passing around the horn. It's going to be up high to Xavier Wilson. He's going to find a back range street right up to the rim, and he's going to take it.
And there's nothing more to say about that dunk than just perfect right there. Perfect lob, perfect dunk. Just about everything about that was perfect. Xavier Wilson getting up there.
It was a great lob by Avian Webb, I believe, was going to get the assist. That's going to be a great move there from number 33, Donovan Tolton. Staley now with the ball.
And here we go. They're back inside. Passes it back. And perfect three. Perfect play. Jacoby Hicks left wide open. Their attention was focused on Xavier Wilson in the paint, and they almost forgot about him right there in the three-point arc, and he drills it. And here comes Father Tolton. He'll pass it back, contested three, and it is good. Blake Pington right there with that three-point basket. Father Tolton's been perfect so far with their threes, which is almost surprising. They've been taking contested shots. That there, almost a fadeaway look from Pington, and he knocks it down. Father Tolton will cut the lead back down to 8. They're still in this game. There's still hope. A lot of basketball left to be played here. And we will take a timeout here. Coach is trying to get their plays drawn up and players in order. And so far, it is looking like they were going to break the huddle, and we will get ready to play some more here. For those of you just tuning in, the score is 28-20 with 6 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in period number 2. And here we'll have the Staley Falcons on the pass in. It'll be Avian Webb who will take it in, and he passes it back. So far looking like 2-on-1 man coverage. Here comes Avian Webb. He passes it back. Takes a long three, and too strong on that one. Takes the deep three almost from NBA range, and it doesn't pay off on that shot.
It's going to be Aaron Rowe with quick move. He's going to step to the side.
Aaron Rowe with Kyrie Irving handles on that shot. Quick fadeaway.
Ball's going to be a bit overshadowed to Kenneth Stone. End up being Xavier Wilson. He's going to give it right back to Stone, but 22 from Staley is not able to get it back up, and it's going to be off of Father Tolton. Staley will get the ball back.
I couldn't tell if that was a high pass to Kenneth Stone or if that was a short pass to Xavier Wilson, but it ends up getting to Stone, and the shot is off the mark.
Ball is handed off from Wilson to Webb. Jackson Smith goes up. He's going to be fouled on the way up. Goes for a high-flying dunk there. He's going to be blocked on his way up, taking the shooting foul.
This is a sophomore's third time at the line so far. And he'll look for more free throw points coming up here.
First one rattles its way in. Second one is up and good, increasing the lead back to 8. Hicks now in for Avian Webb, giving him some much-needed rest time, while Staley hopes to continue to be tough on D.
Tremendous defense by Jacoby Hicks right there. Not letting him go anywhere with that ball. And just keeps pressing him in, into that sideline until the ball goes out.
He's unable to get the ball off and escape against that tough Jacoby defense right there. Ball ends up in Wilson's hands. He gets around his man. Slaps the backboard in. bank shot for the layup. Increases the lead to 10.
Xavier Wilson faking that close shot, cuts back inside, and hits it off the backboard.
Aaron Rowe now with a long contested three once again against Kennison Stone. Looks like he's got his number now. Rowe continued to be a high scorer so far. He's in the double digits already.
Aaron Rowe leading the charge for Father Tolton. He came to play today.
Here comes Travion Moore. It's gonna get. Father Tolton is gonna draw the charge. Blake Pinchton will get that foul on Travion Moore. Give the possession back to Father Tolton.
And perfect moves by Travion Moore right there. Cuts inside and fakes it like he's going to go to his right, but he takes the ball left, and it'll sink in.
Comes number 2, Zay Wilson. Highly contested. It's going to be rebounded, though, by number 33, Donovan Tolson. The lead is now cut to 5. Some great possessions from Father Tolton. Staley unable to answer. We'll see what they can do here. Get their offense back up and running. Heading into the last half of the second quarter. Kennison Stone's going to lose ball. Picked up. Ball's going to be given to Stone. Xavier Wilson goes for the rebounding dunk. Unable to get it. Here comes number 13, Blake Pinchton. We know he can shoot. That one's just a bit off target, though. Rebounded by Donovan Tolson. Number 1 now, Aaron Rowe. He's going to fight his way through a double team from the Falcons. He is a dangerous man to let have a lane towards the basket.
And who else for Father Tolton but Aaron Rowe? He's been on fire.
Lead now within 3. Xavier Wilson ends up with the ball. Is going to give it to Stone. Around the horn a little bit. Ends up in Moore's hands. 21 for Staley. Here comes Jacoby Hicks to the rack. Goes up all the way against Donovan Tolson, and he's going to get a beautiful layup. But refusing to give Staley a chance is going to be Zay Wilson. Flying down the court, will draw a foul.
We will see some Staley Falcons substitutions so far.
Zay Wilson on the passing. Looking for an open man. He's going to get it, find it in Blake Pinchton, who's going to hand it off once again to Aaron Rowe. Back to Pinchton. In the middle of the court now. Number 2, Zay Wilson's going to take a pretty contested one. Donovan Tolson's going to fight for it. He's going to lose it. Picked up by Jackson Smith. Passes it back to Xavier Wilson.
A little firefight on the ground for the basketball. Physical effort by both teams there trying to get the old basketball back and resume it back to play.
Avian Webb now. Fights through a lot of guys. Hands it to Jackson Smith. Weaves around Donovan Tolson beautifully. Graceful bucket there from the sophomore.
Smith minimizing backboard space, taking what he can get, rolls it off his fingers. Almost seemed like it was going to go in from the angle he took, but he made it, and it'll count.
Now here, Aaron Rowe, Zay Wilson now will draw the foul as he goes up against a lot of Staley guys in that paint, but does not back down, draws the foul. He'll be shooting 2.
Staley showing a lot of multiple man coverage in the paint, which might be a contributing factor to why Father Tolton has been successful from beyond the arc so far in this game.
First one goes down nice. That'll bring the lead to 6. Father Tolton found a little bit of momentum there, but unable to capitalize to find a lead here in the second quarter. Second one's going to be a bit long. Rebounded by Kennison Stone. Kennison Stone gives it to Jackson Smith. Avian Webb now on the near sideline. Around the horn a little bit, ends up in Stone's hands on the far. Jackson Smith. Avian Webb, pump fakes a long one. Webb now dancing around a little bit. Jackson Smith finds himself open, deep in the paint. Unguarded layup there.
There's Avian Webb right there showing those sweet handles. Almost opens up some more space for Jackson Smith to come in from the side and score.
Donovan Tolson now. Lobs one up high to Blake. He's going to be unable to bring that one down. 5-on-3 now. Avian Webb will take it himself. It's a bit short. Ball's bouncing around a lot. It's going to end up back in Webb's hands. Xavier Wilson now. Great ball movement by Staley. Stone takes a three. It's going to be just off target.
And right now we've been in a 3-point deficit for Staley so far. They've been taking those contested shots inside and those floaters that we've seen. They're getting a little less
Rowe.
comfortable.
My goodness, he has some hops, but he's unable to do anything with that layup. Zay Wilson, though, ends up with the rebound and draws the foul on Stone.
Aaron Rowe right there taking flight. Now for Aaron Rowe, he's not much of a big guy, but right there he was able to clear several defenders right there, just couldn't hit on that layup.
Saw a bit of Air Jordan on that one. Good gravy. Probably could have slammed it down if he wanted to. First one from Zay Wilson. It's a bit too strong.
He'll take a second shot here.
Second one will rattle in. Lead deficit down to 7. Webb now. High one to Kennison Stone. Finds Xavier Wilson. Avian Webb with an absolutely long three. That one is going to get planted in the rim. But number 24 now, Zion Luke, had an open three, rattles out of the rim. One more shot at a score here to push the lead. That one's going to be even farther, and he's going to get that one too. 2 for 2 on the last 2 possessions. Absolutely long shots.
And you know, if my clock didn't say otherwise, I would think it's 3 o'clock up in here. Avian Webb right there on fire. 2 back-to-back threes from long range. And that's been a thing we've been seeing all game right here. Avian Webb has not been afraid to take those threes. He's almost been acting like that line is from NBA range right there. Quick release, and boom, inside the basket for Falcons 3 points. And we will have a commanding lead right here, 44-31 going into the half.
It's been a great game so far. Avian Webb knew right off his hands. You'd think it might have been a heat check, but no, he had complete confidence in those shots, and you can see why. They went down smooth.
And with that, your score will be 44-31 as we take a break at half. It's a 3. So does Avian Webb, sharpshooter. And here we go. We are back here at Staley High School for second half basketball. So far our score is 44-31. Staley with a commanding lead after that really perfect shot from Avian Webb to seal off the half.
2-for-1 special from Webb. Buy one, get one free. And he decided to get both.
Here we go. Father Tolton back here with Aaron Rowe, who's been on fire in the first half. We'll look to see if he can carry that in the second here. No pass the back. Good ball movement from Father Tolton so far. As Rowe tries to dribble his way to the basket, steps back, and the fadeaway is no good, but it's rebounded by his teammate.
Zay Wilson. He's going to drive to the rack himself.
He was looking for Pington inside. He bodies a man. The shot's off. But it's rebounded by the Falcons. Here's Travion Moore with it. Passes back to Avian Webb. So far, ball moving along the perimeter from the Falcons. Passes it inside to Xavier Wilson, who kicks it back to Avian Webb, looking for something inside, and it's blocked.
Webb, though, will find his own rebound. Very resourceful.
Avian Webb back with it, kicks it to Xavier Wilson up the key. Here comes Travion Moore, kicks it to Avian Webb at the corner. And it's 2 missed shots from the sophomore so far.
Jackson Smith, third time's the charm there. Fighting hard. Going up against a lot of Father Tolson guys, but he's going to be able to find a foul after some unlucky missed shots.
Jackson Smith being sent to the line for another time tonight.
I believe it's his 4th on the night, man. He's having a field day of fouls here. First one goes in quick and easy.
And you know, it's an old basketball saying, if you can't score, then score at the 3-throw line. As he will knock down a
And
second.
that's exactly what he will do.
And here's Rowe with it, showing off those ball handles. He steps back, trying to set up a play. And he stays up the middle, passes it back inside. He's got it again, penetrating inside, spin move. Nothing going there. He'll kick it back to Zay Wilson, looking for something inside, lays it up for 2.
Found a beautiful route towards the rim there. Fighting through a man to have a beautiful layup.
Here's Jackson Smith at the corner. Pass. And that shot wasn't going to go right there. Aiden Webb, who's been on fire tonight, doesn't make that one.
Webb's 3 a little long there. Tough shot for him. Looking to keep that fire from the first half alive. Gonna have to rekindle it here in the second.
And here comes Father Tolton. He'll kick it back inside, number 33. It's off the mark and is rebounded by Xavier Wilson, who takes it up. Kicks it to Webb and back to Xavier Wilson. He's inside. 3-on-1, and nothing will go there.
Draw is going to be foul is going to be drawn on Blake Pingeton. After he's trying to binding up Xavier Wilson with a full head of steam. That's going to be a tough job for anyone.
The narrative right here for the Staley Falcons, keeping the ball by any means necessary, toughing out the fouls committed against you. As Xavier Wilson kicks it back, and it'll be out of bounds. Still Staley ball. It was off Aaron Rowe trying to play some tight defense on Avian Webb.
Once again, a high-paced, quick action game from Staley. Scoring quick. Looks like a
There goes
push from
foul play.
Kennison Stone.
And here comes Father Tolton. Taking it up is Aaron Rowe, their playmaker. Looking for another little something right here on this possession. Trying to set up his guys.
Neff making sure he's got all his defensive people in the right position. Zay Wilson will be fouled on that mid-range jumper.
Zay Wilson trying to take that fadeaway shot right there. Staley a little too rough on him right there, and he'll shoot two.
First
And
one
that
goes
first one
in.
goes. Zay Wilson lining up for his second. Student section now making it easy for him.
Second one is good.
And here comes Avian Webb and the Staley Falcons trying to get something going, leading 46-35 here with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. He kicks it to Jackson Smith, passing up an open look on the three. Xavier Wilson doubled inside. And there's Travion Moore with a three-point shot. That one was clean as soap. Father Tolton looking to respond right here. Zay Wilson. And there will be an infraction right here. Staley ball. There's a called foul on the floor. And Tolton will not get to respond to that three shot by Travion Moore. Instead, the Falcons will get back the ball, led by Avian Webb.
Xavier Wilson now running point, but he's going to hand it off quick.
Here comes Xavier Wilson, trying to post him up inside, knocks him down. 2 points right there. Inside shot, perfect execution. Father Tolton right here. And inside. That one won't go. Another shot.
He'll get his own rebound and take it himself.
Zay Wilson making a second out of two. That one will cut the lead just a tad bit here. Pass it to Jackson Smith. Bounce pass to Xavier Wilson. He's looking for somebody. Spin move inside. Nobody except for Travion Moore, who takes it back up. He's looking to set up his guys, try to find anything open. Here's Xavier Wilson, just a quick little lob pass back to him. It's Moore. Jackson Smith again. Travion Moore with the lob. That one won't go. But it's rebounded by Xavier Wilson. That one won't go either. But the foul is called. And the ball will stay with the Falcons.
Looks like Blake Pinchton wanted the over the back from Jackson Smith, but he's unable to get it. Xavier Wilson goes up. Pinchton was unable to get set.
Xavier Wilson right here. I haven't seen him shoot many free throws all along the season, but here he's at the line as the first one goes.
Two big scores, though, for Staley have been Avian Webb and Jackson Smith. They've been on fire tonight, moving well, and their shots have been falling.
Now I think one thing that me and Andrew Scott can agree on is that we didn't expect this game to be this much of a large lead for Staley. As the ball is inside the net, Kennison Stone on the shot.
Going into the half, certainly didn't believe Staley was going to come out hot as the sun here.
And that one will be off Zay Wilson. He lost the ball as he was trying to get up. Not sure if he was trying to pass it or make a layup. But we do know that he's fouled and he'll be at the free throw line here shooting two.
Zay Wilson, one of the top scorers here for Father Tolton tonight, under only Aaron Rowe. But he could tie him here with this free throw. First one will be off the rim.
And for those of you just joining in, your score will be 54 Staley and 37 Father Tolton, with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in period number 3. Wilson trying to make his second as the first one was off the mark, and that one will go.
Needed to end the scoring drought they'd had the past couple of minutes here.
Here comes Xavier Wilson. Kicks it back to Avian Webb. He's penetrating inside.
Ooh. Tough defense by Rowe. Forces him to make a little bit of a shimmy movement. Ref catches. Travel is called. Ball's back in Father Tolton's hands.
Here's Father Tolton again. Aaron Rowe with the ball. Looking for somebody open right here. And he'll kick it to Zion Luke, who kicks it back. An inside shot right there.
I haven't seen much from Cortland Miller tonight, but he's going to be wide open under the paint. It's going to be about as easy as they come here.
And a little bit of an unorthodox dunk right there, as we saw that from Kennison Stone right there. Getting up there. Doesn't get it, but
does not count. But, man, when you can catch your own dunk, get up there, grab your own dunk off the rim. That's pretty talented right there. That's foul wasn't called. I think that would have been good. I'm not sure of the exact rulings on catching your own dunk, if it's goaltending or not, but would have been entertaining nonetheless. He does make his first free throw, however.
And if he can translate that 2-point dunk to 2 points and free throws here, and he does. Father Tolton ball.
A little bit less exciting, but just as successful.
Less
for the
exciting,
Falcons.
but just as functional, huh?
I'd love to see the dunk go down.
There's Aaron Rowe with it. Tight defense. Looking for somebody on that perimeter. They'll kick it to Luke. And it's stolen by Xavier Wilson. Ooh. Back inside. Bounce pass. Slams it home. Xavier Wilson. Perfect play right there. Setting up him wide open.
There's a dunk we were looking for right there. Bit of a zone defense here from Staley. Haven't seen much of this look. Mostly been man, I think, as we've seen so far. It's going to be pickpocketed.
And another steal.
By Jacoby Hicks. No look pass back to Jacoby Hicks. Back to Kennison Stone, pardon me, but man.
And now here's the Staley defense that we're seeing. Stripping the ball away. And that's 2 fast breaks right there that ended in 4 points.
They can do no wrong here in this last minute. Just been hitting everything. Everything's been coming up Falcons. Father Tolton reeling from the onslaught that's just arrived, but we've reached a quiet point now as Webb looks like he's going to try to draw out the rest of the clock, send it into the fourth quarter.
And as we head into the fourth quarter, the Falcons will have a whopping 20-point lead here, leading 60-40, and they'll try to get something going.
Unless Xavier Wilson has anything to say about it, it's going to be off the rim. He's going to bound it back up, get his own rebound 3 times in a row, unable to get it as clock runs out.
Xavier Wilson right there, the big man, trying to make something happen. Had 4 attempts to do it, and none of them were knocked down. But they're going to close off that period with a really, really comfortable lead. They are cruising right now. They are knocking down their shots. They are taking the ball away. And not only are they taking the ball away, they are preventing Father Tolton from scoring. And don't get fooled, ladies and gentlemen. Father Tolton is an outstanding basketball team. Right now, we're just seeing an epidemic of great teamwork and great communication from that Staley sideline right here, making something happen and showing them whose house they are in.
Been an exciting 3 quarters, but the final stretch is upon us. Here comes the inning. Staley looking to ride the wave of the dominant third quarter. Father Tolton trying to come back here, see what they can do in the last 8 minutes.
And these final 8 minutes for Father Tolton, they're going to need to figure something out. With a deficit of 20 points, they're almost not going to need a empty possession here with the amount of time they have left and the amount of points they have to make up for as we will resume play right here. And the ball will start off with the Staley Falcons as Travian Moore will take it in for Staley.
Staley with the possession arrow. That's going to give them the inbound here. Kicking off the last quarter of the game.
And here come the Falcons. Here's Jackson Smith. Kicks it back. Travian Moore. And that'll be off.
It's going to be a bit behind him.
Father Tolton basketball.
Not really the start they wanted here. Bit of a, upsetting climax. Wasn't quite the hot shot offense we've seen, but they'll be looking to rebound after that one.
And there's Aaron Rowe again.
He's
the
back.
Trailblazers' big playmaker, knocking down 3, cutting the lead down to 17. Falcons looking to respond here and possibly send it back up to 20. Jackson Smith kicks it over. And it'll stay with Jacoby Hicks, who lobs it up, and that'll be no good.
Aaron Rowe on the rebound, and he's pushing the pace here. Knows he has to. It's going to be grabbed.
And what do you say? Another steal by the Falcons. And there he is, Avian Webb, making a floater.
With the steal and the quick bucket. Brings a quick end to the little bit of momentum Father Tolton had grabbed. But step back two-pointer from Blake Pinchton.
Blake Pinchton for the Trailblazers, standing up, saying this game's not over, everybody.
They signed up for 60 or, I guess, 32 minutes.
And if it ain't working, don't fix it. Avian Webb, 2 floaters in a row. They work. That'll be 4 points for the Staley Falcons coming off those shots from him.
Zay Wilson draws the foul off of Travian Moore.
And here will be another shot from Zay Wilson. Looking to make another pair of free throws. That first one will go. And what do you know? Xavier Wilson and Zay Wilson.
Wilson coming in on the sub on Zay Wilson's shots.
And here he comes again. And that won't be off the mark. 2 for 4 so far on the night at the free throw line. As Xavier Wilson comes around.
Gonna have to play some defense here.
Kicks it back. Here's Jacoby Hicks looking for somebody. Kicks it back to Avian Webb. Showing off his moves, cuts inside. Here's Travian Moore wide open. He'll pass up the look and kick it to Kennison Stone. We'll pass it back to him. Back to Kennison Stone. Looking inside, Xavier Wilson. Close shot, makes it. 2 points for the Staley Falcons.
There goes Xavier Wilson. He can be a powerhouse of an offensive player, but man, he can weave in and out of the defenders just as easily, too. Father Tolton with a quick response, though. Before I could even finish my sentence, they got up another 2.
And after that shot make by Zay Wilson, Avian Webb takes up for the Falcons. Gets around Pinkton. We'll kick it back to Xavier Wilson. There's 2 on him. Avian Webb with it. Bobbles it around a little bit. He still has it.
It's of a rotating zone defense here for Father Tolton.
Merciless defense by Father Tolton right now. And we'll kick it back.
Unable to find.
Looking for somebody. Xavier Wilson inside.
That looked Just like a beautiful pass from Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce, having his man beat.
Right here, we're seeing scoring off assists for the Staley Falcons, something they're really good at.
Foul is going to be
Speaking of
drawn.
which, Father Tolton tries to do that of their own, and that shot will not fall down. Father Tolton's Aaron Rowe. He'll line up again shooting 2 right here. And the first one, that one is clean. Substitutions from Father Tolton, as the lead will slim down just a hair. 68-49 is your score, with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in period number 4.
It's a bit of a tough one. In this fourth quarter, haven't gotten the lead up from 16.
Second one rolls in but goes.
They're going to bring it to 18 here, but going to have to do something on defense here, playing some full court press. But Staley's going to find the open man.
And what do you know right there? Kennison Stone scoring off another assist. This guy is feeding off all the opportunities his teammates can give him, and it is paying off for the young man. And there will be a call against Father Tolton.
Beckett Hoffman, we haven't seen much from him tonight. Looks like to be his first minutes of the game. But the score is back up to 70-50. And Staley's got the ball. Things are looking dire for Father Tolton as they draw a quick foul on Moore.
And we're in desperation time right here for Father Tolton. As you can see there, they're pressing them. They're not making it easy. They're going to try to limit that ball space and just try to make Staley lose ground on passes until they can back him up enough to force balls out into the sideline and continue their possessions. But here comes Avian Webb right here.
Staley, for what seems to be the second home game in a row, has some great ball movement.
That'll be a call against the big man, Xavier Wilson. Father Tolton will get the ball.
Beckett Hoffman.
Zay Wilson will take it back. Father Tolton.
Beckett Hoffman draws the foul, number 21, on Xavier Wilson. Sets up nice. And Xavier Wilson has no choice but to bowl through him, drawing the foul.
Aaron Rowe making it quick for Father Tolton right there.
Quick points there for Rowe. That's going to be his 21st of the night. He's in the 20s, and man, any other game, man, against any other team but Staley, that's gonna be enough to make it real close. But the way Staley has just not been missing on anything, their ball movement, their defense, their shots, the free throws even. I don't know how many free throws they've missed, but it has not been much. It has just been their night. Fate is on their side, and Father Tolton doing their best to put up a good fight.
And the scoreboard right now is in the Falcons' favor, 70-52, 18-point lead. And this is looking like it's going to be a back-to-back blowout wins for the Staley Falcons if they continue the way they're playing. Father Tolton's going to make a push for it. There's 3 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock for them. They are in desperation time right here. They're looking to score, and they're looking to score quick. As you can see on that last drive, Aaron Rowe cutting through the defense like a knife through warm butter, and just an easy 2 points for him. That might have been the fastest that we've seen Father Tolton score a pair of points so far in this game.
Now sometimes, man, it seems like there could be a lid on the rim, and other times it could be as wide as an ocean. But for Father Tolton, they've been pretty successful scoring. It's just been that they cannot stop the Staley offense here. Their net has definitely.
There will be that called reach in from Zay Wilson on Avian Webb.
Been working to their advantage. Quick foul.
Pass back.
They got to press. Zion Luke.
Father Tolton trying to do anything they can to stop that clock. Staley just trying to drain as much clock as they can right here with 3.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter and close this game off. Avian Webb's cornered inside. Here's Jackson Smith trying not to cross half court. He'll kick it back to Kennison Stone. He's doubled inside. Kicks it to Xavier Wilson, who's also doubled. Right now it's just a game of keep away for the Staley Falcons. And that'll be Father Tolton ball as Kennison Stone bobbled it and went out of bounds.
Neff, even while up 18, does not let his team step off the fundamentals. Pedal to the metal, and he wants his team to go out swinging, even as they are up 18 here.
Here comes Father Tolton with it. He'll kick it back to Zay Wilson, who kicks it, and that'll be off the mark for Beckett Hoffman.
Had a pretty open look there, but unable to get much power off of it as the defense comes quick, crashing down on that three. It's going to be intercepted on the steal from Aaron Rowe.
Fast twitch reflexes right there from Aaron Rowe, hawking down that ball like a free safety in football. And he'll take that back for a Father Tolton spare possession right here. They're down 18, and the time has been taken away. We're now 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here.
Blake Pinchton was calling for it, trying to post up a little bit on Xavier Wilson. Wilson, though, was having none of that. And he gets right around Pinchton and almost steals the ball.
And the ball will stay with Father Tolton. Looking for somebody. And he kicks it to Pinkston. Fadeaway jumper here, off the mark, rebounded, stays with Father Tolton. And that one will go. That'll be number Beckett Hoffman. Pardon me right there.
First points of the night. It was a beautiful shot. Able to create some space there with that step back, and it was a great shot from him. If he could have got started earlier, man, he could have been a real game changer, but looks like it's going to be too little too late as a foul is drawn on Avian Webb.
And by any means necessary, Staley Falcons loosening up their defense a little bit, trying to constrict those contested shots, which Father Tolton is taking, and they're taking advantage of right here. Trying to score as quickly as they can here. Avian Webb lines up for a second shot. Second one's online.
Staley just cannot seem to miss. Having a great night tonight, defensively, offensively. But they will get the foul drawn on Stone. That might be his fourth. It is going to be his third, I think.
And Staley so far, foul troubles. All they got to do is just waste his clock away. Try to stay out of as many fouls as they can. Trying to limit the amount of free opportunities they're giving Father Tolton to shoot these free throws, which the first one is offline from Aaron Rowe. Zay Wilson.
He said it's tough night for free throws. Had a lot of opportunities, drawn a lot of good fouls, but unable to capitalize too much on the points after. Second one, however, as I say that, does go down smoothly.
Zay Wilson will be cutting it close to 50% on the night here as he makes that second one. And the foul by Father Tolton that'll allow Avian Webb to shoot another pair and try to keep that lead by a large margin. The first one is up and away.
It's going to bring Webb's total up to 20 on the night. Very successful from range and from within the arc.
Avian Webb, only 5'11", the senior. He's been phenomenal this season, carrying the team on his back, making big and risky shots that have paid off. This kid's got ice in his veins, and he has shown it tonight. That jumper will be offline from Aaron Rowe. It's kicked back to him. Pinkton, little fadeaway. That one's offline, but the foul was called way before that, and that one will go towards Staley direction.
Not what they wanted there. Had some nice moves there from Pinchton, but too many steps and broke his pivot foot. He's going to result in that travel.
And he's been taking those shots all night. That quick little fadeaway we've been seeing. Only a few of them fallen down so far. But as we've talked about, they're looking to take contested shots right here as they are in desperation time. As far as we know, they're still in this game, even if the scoreboard shows a very lopsided showing. But Father Tolton is in it till the very end. Very respectable for a basketball program.
It's been very interesting as they've had a pretty great night. Offensively, just seen a couple of mishaps, but man, just ran into a hurricane of an offensive Staley. Aaron Rowe, though, makes some nice moves, puts 2 more on the board for Tolton. Looking to get to 60 here, which is a great score for any other team, but in any other game. But Staley pushing their way to 80 on the night. Unstoppable offensively. Webb finds his way around.
And there we go. Xavier Wilson. Who else is going to make that play but him? Climbing the ladder, alley-oop dunk, perfect.
Not much more room to go for Wilson. He's already 6'7". Just had to get a little bit of height up there. And just slams with authority on that beautiful toss by Webb.
And Father Tolton can't respond. And I need to remind you folks out there that this is Father Tolton and Staley's first meeting ever. This will not count towards district record nor conference record. Strictly an exhibitional game right here with Father Tolton busting clear out from Columbia, Missouri to come play the Staley Falcons here tonight. Obviously not their best showing here, but
just
a tremendous job to these kids for coming out and playing.
That one's going to rattle in. It's been frankly, I can see how they've been successful this season. Aaron Rowe has been a dominant player. Zay Wilson is great at drawing the fouls and being physical up in the paint. They've got some real playmakers, but just sometimes it isn't your Jay. Sometimes you're the fly. Sometimes you're the windshield, you know. And today was just not their chance to beat Staley. 40 seconds now. Staley looking to be their last possession of the game, running out the rest of the clock.
And here comes the victory chance from the student section as Staley will play keep away from Father Tolton here. They've got 30 seconds on the clock. All they got to do is dribble this one away. But, however, Avian Webb is fouled, and he will shoot 2. If he makes both, it'll be the Falcons' largest lead of the night.
And I believe, not sure on their away games, but as far as home games go, I'm pretty sure it might be their most points scored in a game. Might have to get a fact check on that, but either way, they came to play.
And all stats aside, tremendous showing from Avian Webb tonight. This kid's been on fire, and he's showing why he is the senior leader for this team. As is rebounded by Zay Wilson. Pump fakes it, and he'll kick it back to Aaron Rowe, who takes another shot. That won't be offline. And that one will be rebounded by Jackson Smith, Staley basketball, and that should do it.
Once more to the line as Staley is in the bonus. "11 seconds will end it off. To the bitter end is Father Tolton.
Jackson Smith at the line. He's been shooting a lot of free throws, especially in the first half for the Staley Falcons, as that first one is online. The 6'4" sophomore looking to make the lead even larger as he hits 2.
I believe Staley's second best score on the night. It's going to be Jackson Smith with 17. Final seconds. No fouls drawn. Out of bounds on Travion Moore. 5.2 seconds.
And the ball will stay with Father Tolton. They can do whatever they want here in this possession. And he'll kick it. Another jumper. That one's good. And there we go. Another dominating Staley Falcons win. Your final score, 82-61. This has just been pure dominance right here for the Staley Falcons, showing how they came to play. And in their first meeting ever between Father Tolton and the Staley Falcons, they sure have set the tone, making big plays and making big opportunities wide open.
It was a high-scoring affair. Total of 143 points scored on the night. It's been a great basketball game to watch from both sides.
And your leading scorer on the night will be Avian Webb, making plays left and right. And with that should do it. Now I am Cooper Unruh here in the broadcast booth.
And his partner, who is a little late, Andrew Scott.
And even though he was late, we still appreciate him being here. And just a reminder to heat up your cars tomorrow morning. And we thank you for watching this broadcast.
Appreciate you all for watching. See you next time.